tell, Todd was talking about, the mold out there, that's, I can tell as soon as I walk out there, the humidity is just terrible, it's like a sauna. And I'm guessing that's gonna cause some problems. So the building needs to be brought up to certain codes at some point if we're gonna add on or fix it or whatever. What, they're kind of looking at a new idea and maybe taking some of the old parts, some of the old part off and adding on and maybe doing them more of them. Have an easier access, more parking, just all the problems that we're having would be solved, this could be solved, so.
Even parking with the Dairy Queen being where it is.
So she presented us with two options. One was how to revamp this building, and it would be adding on the fire department. The other option was a new site altogether. And we asked her to come back with a third option, and that would be using this building, but like, building on that direction, but only building on City Hall that direction, so there would be parking and visibility from the highway. And then maybe tearing down, when that section's done, tearing down this part, we have rodents coming in, the windows are leaking, that kind of thing. Tear that down and have parking there for fire department, right? Is that,
Right.
so, but we'll have another meeting, she's drawing up that plan, and the next meeting, we haven't set yet, but she'll be showing us that option.
So it's in the works, we just taking a little step at a time and trying to do what's best for the city. Maybe looking at doing more longer term than now. What's gonna happen in 10 years. So I think we're on the right track, and it was definitely a good meeting.
Anything else on that?
Would I be able to attend the meeting?
Absolutely.
Yes.
We need you to go.
You automatic are in.
Right,
Yeah,
so
no one
we
told
have- Actually, Brian's on it because,
Brad
we were in
couldn't make it.
transition, yeah, Brian couldn't make it, and you were the chief yet, so we had Brian there. The next meeting, she's thinking of having over, online, so she'll be on the TV, or the committee will be in here, but it hasn't been set up yet, so we'll just let them know.
And can we forward Todd the copies of the building plans that
Yep.
she sent,
Yes.
so he can get updated?
Well, can we all see them?
Yep. Second part of it.
Yeah, that'd
Nope.
be great. Tough shape, because I don't, yeah, that'd be.
Right now, there's
Yeah.
bubble pictures.
It really is, yeah.
Sure, just so you can have an idea of what's going on, I think would be.
I have heard from understanding now.
Okay. Hold on, I don't want to look at.
You'll get the gist. Yeah, that's great stuff.
Okay, then moving on. 833 Poplar Lane, Larson abstract title opinion.
I reached out to them because looking at this stuff, their property, I found some of the bins out there, and we know we have a survey from 79, and we have properties north that we sold in 99. But to get access to that, from what I can see, we don't technically have access to Poplar Lane. Because that comes up to a corner, so you gotta jump that point. The access we have comes up the west side of both properties to the left, in the bottom, from what I can understand on it.
From that metal.
No, from the lots on the left side of Poplar,
Oh,
there's an easement up the west side of them, from what I can understand.
okay.
But it's never been cut out or anything, not even, but, and then from this north, it looks like the same thing. We did retain 66 feet from this, but on Beacon, it isn't clear, and there's an unknown strip in there. But anyway, long story short, an abstract and right doesn't make any sense, because we'd still have to have an interpreter. But if we wanted to spend up to $500, it was like $490 something, I can't remember exactly. They would do a title search and exam, which would get us the details of where the things that we know are there, how do they fit in the picture? So, do we want to spend that to find out if we have access to it, or do we need to still create access to it or something?
Is that something that we could list for sale without doing any of that and have a potential buyer pay for those costs? Yeah, it is. So, I'm just saying, why should we pay for those costs?
But we also need access to the property before you go on this. It's gotta be clear
Nice to
access.
know if you can even step foot across.
Sure,
it.
right,
We,
right.
Right now, it's always been accessed across somebody else's, from what I can see, but it'd be nice to make sure we have clear access.
Sure. And if we need to review, this needs to be part of, after we review our comp plan.
We did that already.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is something we can move forward with tonight.
Yeah, the Larson.
So, if you're all right with going by it, I just didn't want to move ahead, if somebody else had something else in the works, it just seemed like we should know where.
Right.
And it'd be nice to have clarity in where that 66 foot is, is it the pin that's there, or is it 66 feet over from the pin that's there? Where is it actually at?
So you'd be looking for approval to move forward with this,
Yeah, at least get the search and examine, I assume that would get us, from what I talked to them, they talked like that would get what we need, not that I should hope they're correct, but, yeah. 'Cause I sent them all this documentation, then my questions, and they
You're looking for a motion to approve
How much was it?
just under 500.
going forward with.
I'll make a motion to approve the title search on the 833 Poplar Lane.
I have a motion, do we have a second?
I'll second it.
Any discussion on the motion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
I think we also, on this, since we're talking about it, Tammy would be our signer. Do we need any sort of motion to move forward with once we determine access? Or will that come at a later meeting?
We'll still have to come to council, so
Okay.
I can find out exactly what needs to be.
Okay.
Next item, promotion of the city.
I have nothing else on that. I spoke to Tammy. Her and Christy, I think, have that. You guys met and came up with some really good ideas, and I see Christy's been promoting a lot more online, and I think she's doing a really good job.
Yeah, so Christy and I made a list of things that we want to make sure everybody knows about, and she's updating her Facebook page regularly. I think she has it on her calendar now for at least twice a week. But anytime there's a meeting or an event or something going on in the community, she'll make sure she highlights it. She's also keeping the website updated. And then also, the newsletter will go out 4 times a year instead of twice a year. So the next one will go out the end of this month. So if you have anything that you think should be included in there, make sure you let Christy know.
So you guys have a list of things that you have accomplished, and things, highlights to point out that we, that.
Yeah, she made a list of,
That's
yeah.
great.
And then she actually was in touch with Sherry, because Sherry's so involved with so many things in the community, like when the food shelf is open, what the Lions has going on, like, it's one of the organizations, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. I think
The public
she'll
information.
be busy.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep. Yep.
Moving on, Thriving Communities Initiative Program. Application accepted. First workshop will be held in Brainerd on August 21st and 22nd.
So at the last meeting, when I got permission to apply for that program, I had a deadline, I had to do it right away, and then I realized you have to have a committee formed before you can apply for it. So it was my understanding at the last meeting, we could form a committee if we were accepted, so I was wrong, so I quick pulled together a committee. So I am on it, April's on it, and Sherry Frisk is on it. But there will be, we can have up to 5 members, and they want it to be as diverse as we can get. So we're thinking with 3 women, maybe we should have a couple men on there. And I'm thinking, you know, community members, maybe business owners, I don't know, but we'll have to brainstorm that. Yeah, and see. But the 3 of us do plan on going to the workshop on the 21st and 22nd.
If anybody has any ideas on who would be good to add to that committee, be sure to let Tammy know. Moving on. MinDOT will be present at the August 26th Comprehensive Plan meeting. Homemade cookies and coffee will be served.
And that meeting's at 4:30 here.
Yeah, and Savannah, I emailed her today, and we have 2 meetings left, but she's thinking about adding a 3rd. So we can maybe plan for probably 3 more of those meetings.
Okay.
Okay, moving forward. Any unfinished business? Any other old business to discuss? Hearing none. Moving on. New business. Nuisance list. Should one be made before fall cleanup?
I think it should be done before the fall cleanup. It's my opinion anyhow.
What are your ideas for that, or what have you been thinking?
Just that there wasn't one done in the spring. Usually there's one done in the spring, and then people get their stuff cleaned up and bring it to citywide cleanup. So I was thinking maybe there would be an opportunity to do one in the fall.
So we would need to put that in the August newsletter, right? We have August.
Yeah, they will go on the August newsletter yet with their citywide cleanup.
I think a gentle reminder is a good idea.
So, I know Al, or police chief is always on that does the nuisance list. Sometimes Public Works is. I don't know if they need, I mean, do you guys just do it, or do you need to have a permission to do it? I
Well,
don't know.
normally we just go around and Bruce just kind of gives you two opinions, and then we look at stuff and document, take pictures right away, and then bring it to you guys for approval, to be on the nuisance list.
I know Bruce and I did it 1 year, maybe 2 years, several years ago.
And I'm totally fine with not being on it. If
No,
other people want to do it, I have no problem with
Think
that.
you need to be on?
I think the police, I know you're busy a lot, but
So are we talking about revamping the nuisance list before the cleanup day, or redoing one? So
there isn't one. This isn't the ordinance violation list. It's a nuisance list where, since you guys have both done it before, why don't you explain?
Let's go out and look for, garbage, unmowed grass, and whatever, just things that don't
Oh.
fit our ordinances, and houses that have more than 20% paintness in there, something like that, things like that, and, just write a list of them, and city shop will probably come to on-site stuff.
So as far as the nuisance lists are concerned, and we have repeat offenders every year, is that what we're focusing on, is like, I'm confused as to what we're trying to do here? Because I know we need to like we need to have restrictions and guidelines to the mountain cleanup date to begin with. We need to like completely revamp how it's worded, and it should be, we have the right to refuse at our discretion for healthy unsanitary conditions, like Al said. In a situation like we had at the summer one, we should be able to have rights say to refuse. We need to have that posted, like, we have a right to refuse to unload your stuff.
Would you like that to be added in the letter?
I think we should talk
Absolutely,
about
but-
changes and make sure it's in the fall.
But make sure it's stated nicely and softly, so you don't upset people, but they need to know that there needs to be guidelines for our safety, for their safety, everybody's safety involved, because the spring one was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. I mean, there was garden hoses intertwined in chicken wire. It was as if people,
Busted glass.
yeah, people are literally taking skid steers and dumping stuff on a trailer and then waiting for us to unload all that.
So there's been talk about saying that the person who brings the load has to unload it themselves. The only issue I can see with that is if you have somebody who's not able to unload it
Then
themselves.
nobody's gonna come. We want people to come because we're willing to help unload their stuff. That's the point, is to get them to come.
Maybe the,
But,
be worded assist, so they're just not sitting there while you're in low.
yeah, I mean, but,
Well, that's just it.
if you're
I
able
guess if I
to.
was a resident and you guys were gonna all unload it, I would definitely take my garbage to bring up and you guys just sit in the truck and let you guys do it. I don't think that's what our goal was. Our goal
Right.
was to give them an opportunity to bring something that they can't throw in their garbage cans for over there.
Right.
And we just kind of take it upon ourselves for doing that. And I think somehow we need to redo that, and it's like, we'll help, but
But-
you are responsible to unload your load.
Yes.
And that'll make them think twice about
What
putting
they're
dead
bringing.
animals and all that stuff in there. You know, because I mean, like, and I agree with the refusal. I think there should be a clause in there that if you bring something that the city feels is hazardous, we have the right to refuse.
Yes.
I agree.
Even if it's just stated like that, I think that's
So we're not listing names in the newsletter, correct?
Oh,
We're
no,
just
no. It'll be named, it'll be property, addresses, and owner,
No,
right?
the
No.
nuisance list does not go in the
Nuisance list?
newsletter.
Okay, good, okay, that's,
The council gets to review it, but we used to.
but we'll have a
We
list
just do
before
that.
that we can review.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Just in the newsletter, we're posting that there's gonna be cleanup day,
right.
yes, and maybe some guidelines.
Okay.
And then,
Give them an
yeah,
opportunity to get rid of some of the stuff they might not have time to get rid of.
right. I mean, we're willing to help. People need to know that, but it's also, we're giving an inch and they're taking a mile and it's becoming abusive. That people are abusing the right to use them on cleanup day. They're literally hoarding their stuff for 6 months. Oh, I'll stay that for a cleanup day. I'll stuff that garbage in my shed for 6 months.
Right.
And that's what's happening.
And how much are we paying out of pocket for them to dispose of this stuff, or how is this?
So there's 2 grants we get in the spring that cover the spring cleanup, and then there's some left over that we can use towards the fall
And
cleanup.
that was about 25.
There's about 1,900 left, and I believe it costs, I can't remember the number now, 4,300, was it? 4,500, so, you know, we have about half of what it will cost. But we do charge, and that, when I say we got grant money, we also took in money, you know, for the disposal of stuff. We don't charge as much as we pay.
Maybe there's
We
another
keep
thing.
the rates low to encourage people to bring this stuff. So,
Sure, that's true.
the fall cleanup does cost us some. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say April's, has very good points here. What's your opinion, what's all of our opinion on, we want to clean up the city, but what's your opinion on people that have a worn out couch or worn out mattress and that kind of stuff inside their home? Is that can go also?
And it does, and
Okay.
we charge for pickups as well if they can't bring it.
Right, okay. That was just the way conversation was going, I was wondering if that was.
Well, I think there was 2 conversations. One is the list that me and Bruce was supposed to go make, which you guys will get to see with pictures and addresses. I don't know if there's a name on that, but anyway, you guys get that. And then after that, they were talking about the cleanup day. So we're trying to get this list done ahead of time so we can send them letters saying, hey, we got a cleanup day coming, you're in violation, good time to dispose, you know, get it fixed.
So, like Al said, we're talking about two different things. So
Right.
if we go back to the nuisance list, I have that Bruce and Al will do this and have the list ready for the September meeting. Is that right? Okay. And then did you, did just the two of you want to do it? Do you want to include a council member or?
I mean, yeah, it takes you time to drive around, if somebody wants to ride with, that's fine, but, I mean,
I'm more than willing to do anything that you guys need to, I mean, I've been through all my life, I know every city block just as well as you guys do. I'd be more than happy to help you in any way. So,
You're not gonna come to my house.
I know where you live. So, but I mean, people also need to know, we're not out picking on anybody. We're all here for the same purpose, and that's to make our city look better. So, and I think people get the gist of that. They just kind of lose sight of it because, well, we're kind of enabling them.
Yeah, I mean, they're
So-
coming back.
Yes.
And Dennis and Bruce and, you know.
Yeah. And these nuisances list, oh, okay, yep, I'll be on that this year, I was on that last year. And, you know, it's repeat people that are disrespecting, that are causing problems for everybody else, so.
So is having a second one, contribute to making that worse then?
It's almost as if we're enabling them because, I don't know, it's so hard to say. Because they know we're gonna have it. But if,
Some of them, we don't have people dropping off things at the compost pile anymore, or dumping them on,
Sure.
you know, stuff like that, so
Sure.
it is helping, and
it is.
we're not seeing couches or mattresses laying inside of
Yeah.
it. But,
We'll see how it goes.
Huh.
What about, so somebody mentioned, saving up all your trash and then bringing it. We have had that in the past where somebody brought loads and loads and loads of just garbage. Like bags of garbage because they didn't have garbage pickup. We do have an ordinance that everybody has to have garbage pickup. That should have taken care of that problem, but I'm pretty sure that ordinance doesn't affect. I was a volunteer at the time, I remember it happening. But so, I mean, do we turn them away and say,
Well, if we
you
have
need
the
to
right-
call the garbage company and tell them and pay for this pickup? Or, I mean, or would we just give them a warning, this won't happen again?
That's a really good point to me. I think it should be at our own discretion. You know, if you have a situation like that, maybe, you know, are you gonna come unload this?
Right, because we do want the garbage to be taken away, otherwise we're gonna have rats and cockroaches and everything else.
See, this is what, it's,
I
right,
think some of the problem maybe, and I think Bruce probably will agree, because I think some of it is not even just in the city, I think they bring it, family members
They
know
do,
what's
too.
happening, and we can bring it for free. That's it. We gotta be careful on that, because, I mean, yeah, I mean,
Yeah, is there a max amount that they can bring?
And how do you know if
How do
they're
you know?
bringing their son's
Could-
garbage?
could have had you-
shows up the night before.
right.
Mm-hmm.
We could even do it at a minimum trailer, or maximum trailer size, and not let them do like a great big trailer coming in. you know.
flatbeds.
Or, yeah, or charge them, and then they also have to be helped unload it, you know.
Do we say one load per resident?
There's, needs to be a lot of things like that.
Yeah, we almost needs to talk about it.
Somebody that finally get to the point where they're cleaning up their mess that's been collected for 20 years, and it might take more than one month to get it out, it clearly has in some cases. I don't know.
Well, hopefully after spring's cleanup, October isn't as,
Yeah, and I think
Just-
maybe the fall, this one won't be quite so bad, because the last one wasn't.
Really our thing, but.
So
Last
maybe
year.
we just, if we don't get much in the fall, maybe we decide not to do another one, and then maybe focus on the spring one. Do some parameters there.
Yeah.
I think as long as she has the verbiage in there.
So it's put in the newsletter, please don't bring hazardous or dangerous items. City volunteers reserve the right to refuse.
No, please.
Do not.
Do not.
bring-
I'm teasing.
No.
We gotta be kind about it, but it's like, even verbiage like that, like Nikki said, I think,
Then another thing would be nice is things should be boxed or made.
Yes.
You're not just throwing a trailer.
It's
That's
like
right.
now you're sweeping up their garbage and
I think that situation is over now.
There were a couple different ones.
That was the main one, yeah.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else about citywide cleanup?
Do it.
Okay. And the nuisance list is gonna be, Bruce Allen, maybe April right along, and before the next meeting.
I'll have it ready.
All right.
But it is set October 4th.
7:45 to 10:45.
Yep.
Okay, that's it for that then. Any other new business? Hearing none. Moving on. Public forum. Anybody in the public who would like to address the
Poor
council?
Sherry.
Well, if she has, there's more.
I have two things I want to just talk about, or just suggest. First of all, Staples Motley Beyond Poverty, I'm the one Staples Motley person on there. And I like your feedback about National Night Out. And I did not know that there was no one out there directing traffic, and I will bring that forth before the committee. But I do want you to know, I was very proud of how Motley represented themselves. I thought you guys did very well, and I love what you did.
Thank you.
And I think maybe that should be something that should go into the school system. But second of all, I'm on the Staples Mountain Arts Council, and we have our last Music in the Park this Sunday. But next year, we want to do one of our Music in the Park here in Motley because Motley is part of the Arts Council.
Nice.
So in September, we start planning for next year, so if you have any ideas for groups, what you would like to hear from music, just let us know. It's been very popular. I'm not too sure about next week's, but anyway, I'm new on this committee too, and I'm really enjoying it. So I just want you to know, we're going to be part of it next year. The city of Motley is going to have
That's
it, and I
wonderful.
think maybe we're thinking of the arena, because they're going to hold a lot of people. If we can get the right group in here, we can bring in a lot of people.
Are you talking about?
It's all free.
You talking about the board, the fair board?
Yeah.
Oh, fair.
So we'd have to talk to the fair board. But I mean, that's just an idea. So you guys have ideas, please bring them to me.
By September,
By our meeting is this, we don't really have a set date.
That's
Somebody
okay.
always has something going on.
okay, ASAP will.
Say September 15th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you been to one of their music in the park?
I've been to every one of them but one.
Do they?
Have you really? Wow.
Is it, do you find that it's more like the middle age, the elderly being there? or-
Yes.
Yeah, so maybe like older.
As a
classic
member of the
music?
committee, we take turns, and I've done it 3 times now. I'm only supposed to open up the band shell, what do you want to call it. I have to do it again next week, and I believe it or not, I can get up in front and talk to those people and introduce anybody, so it's getting easier all the time.
Nice.
And Don used to be on that committee, but
Maybe Don, you could give some tips.
Sherry's doing great. But I just want you to know that I'm the token Motley person on the Staples Motley committees.
Well, thanks for representing.
No, we appreciate that. I
But
think it's
anyway.
very necessary for us to represent here to kind of make.
And as far as National Night Out, last year we served 300 people. This year we served 350. We served them hot dogs, chips, and jelly bars.
Oh,
But I don't think, like you said, I don't feel like that many people went out into the other part.
Yeah.
So we gotta work on that. But thanks for your feedback on that too.
Not a problem.
But I'm really proud of Motley for representing themselves.
Sherry, I mean that is so wonderful that you sat there so patiently and took all that time just to wait to come up here, just to commend Motley.
Oh,
Now,
that's all right.
you should be thank you so much for what you said and what you do. That's wonderful.
So
You're
the
welcome.
ideas
Thank
for the music in the park for
That is
next
coming to Motley.
that you're looking for.
Right.
Okay, all right.
If we do 7, we've done 4. This year we did 7.
Uh-huh.
And it went better, I think, doing 7. But right now we have a list of about 25 people we want to contact. But we want to know what kind of music the people are interested in.
Sure.
So, and actually our most popular one is Eric Nesnick.
Yeah, he does it great.
Sure.
So,
Mm-hmm.
to the council? Hearing none.
I'm not going public, I can be right now. The other thing that we didn't talk about is, the circus we had at town was a really good hit. I heard a lot of people were very impressed. You know, those people haven't been in a circus for a long time, so whoever put that on, I think you guys
That's
did.
Bruce.
The Lions.
I see Bruce.
They did a great job.
There's a line and needed to go.
No, it worked. It was really nice to see. There was a lot of people, especially the first one was really, and then you were there, the first one. Did you realize that you went home on the halfway show?
What?
Yes, you missed half of it. You were there for the first half, the second half, you were gone already. I didn't realize it either. It was even better in the second half.
Next time.
Moving on, council forum. Any member of the council have anything they'd like to bring forward? Hearing none. Moving on, upcoming meetings and important dates. PMZ meeting, Monday, August 18th, 2020, 2 p.m. at City Hall. Comprehensive plan meeting, Tuesday, August 26th, 4:30 p.m. at City Hall. Labor Day, Monday, September 1st, city offices closed. Regular council meeting, Monday, August 8th, 4:30 p.m., City Hall. Patriot Day ceremony. Governments. Let's see. Thursday, September 11th, Little Falls Government Center.
I would just like to add to that, the budget meeting, which is Tuesday, August 26th.
26th. 3 p.m., I believe.
Yep. Okay.
Anything else? Look for a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I will second.
I will second.